Hello, my name is Donald Chadwick, and this is for a critical thinking presentation. My topic is the struggle of commuting in the Silicon Valley. So, in the Silicon Valley, back in 1914, everything was a lot different, a lot more open fields. There was a whole lot less businesses. Things really took off and started to boom in the 2000s as far as here in the Silicon Valley. As an example, you'll see in the picture of downtown San Jose, it's now hustle and bustle and it's extremely busy. This is just a small part of the Silicon Valley, but it is the exact same in every other city that's surrounding us, including Santa Clara, Cupertino, and some others. So, for the biggest problem that I see in the Silicon Valley is traffic congestion, and it's ever so increasing, and a lot of it has to do with a lot of local businesses that are opening up. There's also a lot of people that are commuting from outside of Silicon Valley that want to come here and work. So that all adds to the traffic congestion that we have now. So in an article by Richard Sheinine titled "Commute, Work, Commute, Repeat," there were some very key points that I thought were very interesting. For one, more individuals are migrating out of the Silicon Valley due to high real estate pricing and the cost of living. Areas include Manteca, Discovery Bay, Modesto, and everybody that is commuting from the outside of the Silicon Valley, they come here for the work because this is where most pay is, and a lot of people probably previously lived here, and now they had to escape because the cost of living is increasing. It's becoming very hard to purchase a place or even rent here in the Silicon Valley. So that adds to the traffic congestion. Another bullet point is U.S. Census Bureau crunched numbers in 2013 found that about 115,000 commuters traveled 90 or more minutes to their jobs in the San Francisco, Oakland, and San Jose metropolitan areas. So that is quite a bit of people that are commuting on the roads over 90 minutes. That if you add everybody's total commute all across the Bay Area, there's a lot of cars on the road, very lot of cars on the road, and that all adds to our increasing traffic congestion. So according to Metropolitan Transportation Commission, the migration took off in the boom years of 2000 to 2006, when traffic between the Bay Area and outlying counties jumped 20%. That is incredible, just between 2000 to 2006. And a lot of that has to do from all these high-tech companies that are here now, just like Google and Apple, Yahoo, even Intel, their expansions. And all that created jobs, brings more people here. So again, it adds to the traffic congestion. So in another article by G. Avalos titled "Surprise in Bay Area Jobs," one bullet point, the Bay Area gained significantly more jobs during 2015, adding nearly 140,000, which was 17,000 more than the original estimates based on preliminary payroll reports. That's just 1 year, 2015. I could imagine the other years, like 2016, even this year, 2017, and the previous decade. There's a lot of jobs being added just to the Bay Area. And that all adds to the traffic congestion. During 2015, total jobs grew 4.2% in Santa Clara County, 4.6% in San Francisco San Mateo, and 2.8% in the East Bay. The pace of annual growth was 3.1 in California. So in most cases, we're beating the annual growth just here in California in the Bay Area. So again, as I previously mentioned, a lot of people are commuting from outside of the Bay Area. Those areas include like Vallejo, Concord, Antioch, Livermore, and Novato. And people are commuting from out of the Bay Area because those places are a lot easier to live. Cost of living is a whole lot cheaper than your typical places like San Francisco, Redwood City, Palo Alto, and even San Jose. So all these cars on the road is going to add to the congestion, like peak hours in the morning and the evening. and it just makes people's lives miserable, being on this commute times for so long. So there's already a couple things that people have tried to implement here in the Bay Area to make traffic a little bit more easier, and those current implications include BART, VTA, the light rail, bus, and even Caltrain. And that just gives people options, to avoid the traffic congestion and that headache, and maybe try and put that matter into somebody else's hands so they can relax in other forms of public transportation. So a lot of people are, giving these other commutes a try. But even here in the Bay Area with the increasing growth, there's just way too many people that are living here, and sometimes choosing to commute via their own cars instead of these public transportations. So combating traffic congestion, it's not enough even with these that are already applied. So there's already another measure they called Measure B that has been passed here in Santa Clara and San Jose. And what Measure B is a spending plan that was developed by city and county officials convened by the Silicon Valley Leadership Group over the past 2 years. Basically, Measure B is a 30-year half-cent tax that will help fund the project. Measure B's plan includes street repairs and maintenance, extending BART to areas with dense populations such as Santa Clara and downtown San Jose, and eventually reach San Jose Maneta International Airport. Basically, what this is going to do is going to provide BART stations to go a little bit more south into those really dense areas, as previously mentioned, just to give more people an opportunity to take public transportation instead of commuting. Because just where I live in San Jose, 280, 880 North, even 680 and 101 North are very, very dense in the morning. And, average commute times to go a little bit more north, like places like San Francisco, like where I commute, is 2 hours in the morning. 2 hours. That's from like 6:30 all the way to like 8:30. It's intense for me. And it's probably the same for a lot of other people that are commuting up north if they live in San Jose. So this will definitely help for those that want to give the opportunity to take BART and get off the road, and that'll also help free up, traffic congestion. So another opportunity for people that can, help free up traffic congestion on the road is for businesses to offer telecommuting. Basically, telecommuting is the ability to work from home, to make use of your telephone and internet access to work, basically e-commuting. And there's 5 main benefits that I've found with telecommuting. 1, more people telecommuting means less people on the roads. 2, free up traffic congestion during peak hours in the morning and the evening. And 3, more time with family, because you gain those hours back from sitting on the road like I do for 2 hours just to go to work, and an hour and a half coming home. There's a whole lot more hours that I could spend with my family, and I'm not on the road anymore. So you could also be a whole lot more productive. 4, less stress of fighting the traffic congestion, aka the daily grind, because that's what I call it. It's incredible and it's aggravating every single day. 5, creates more productivity due to gaining the hours lost during commuting. As previously mentioned, if you're spending 2 hours going to work, maybe an hour and a half home, like what I do, it's about 3.5 hours that I could be using to be productive, shooting off emails to my clients, or, maybe talking on the telephone, maybe shooting off some quotes. You could just be a whole lot more productive in your business and, for sales, like for me. Now, I completely understand that this is not for everybody, but it is an option here in Silicon Valley, because there is a ton of positions like sales, like what I do. And a lot of people should have this opportunity to telecommute, because you can do everything that I would do, from home. Shoot off quotes, maybe have some FaceTime with some clients, maybe go over some topics. And like previously mentioned, I understand it's not for everybody. Like for people that work at hotels or gyms, Some of those people are still have to go to work because have to physically be on site. But just the fact that having the opportunity for quite a few people here in the Bay Area to telecommute is going to free up that traffic congestion in the morning and in the evening. And it'll definitely help alleviate traffic congestion. So I hope you enjoyed. Thank you. Bye.